up there. Stop it. Stop it. Get down. That's fine. Okay. Can you just get that? That's what I'm trying to do. There you go. There you go, girly. Man, first game you couldn't hardly climb on anything. Now this is all over the place. Alright. Fast travel free. Flee? Flee. Alright. Let's see here. Let's see where else we know this game. Can't wait to see it on the PC.
This will be in my stash when I need it.
A year from now.
Those machines must have torn through this camp. This valley definitely isn't safe.
Would have helped if you had overslide the whole area. Why are you on that weapon? What are you doing, Aloy? Oh my god, you're an idiot. Camera's like moving. I'm gonna have to adjust some of this stuff.
I'm not giving up.
This camera's moving like twice the speed of this camera, or at least it feels like it when it's in combat. It's distracting. Probably turn it down a little bit, or turn the other one up or something. Let's see how it feels as I go, but it is a bit distracting right now.
gemstone. It's green like blaze, but it's hard and shiny. Wonder if merchants would be interested.
Information are rare, but research all over the world. Green shard can be used for certain upgrading certain weapons and outfits or trading with specific merchants. On loot.
Stuff for the stash.
Alright, so where am I supposed to be going here? Arwen's last location. Alright. Thought I got that campfire. Did I not? What? Oh, I did not. Alright. Still can't fight in the water. Okay. So when she's... Oh my goodness. Okay. I thought I was going the wrong way. Yeah, I clicked on this. God damn it, stop. Clicked on the fire up there. How come they give me credit for it? Why isn't it going green, letting you know you got it? Not do that in this game. So how am I supposed to know that I've been there? Oh, is that what they did? Instead of gray, they went white. I don't like that change. Gray's... I don't know. It bleeds in too much, in my opinion. Stupid change. Unneeded change. I liked it better when you got stuff. Highlighted it green on the map so I know it was done. It's a very distinctive change of color. So we're going through quest objectives. Are we spawning again?
I'll have to find a cauldron out here to learn how to override that.
Hmm? Gotta do what?
Spotted.
Alright. Better than purple. Purple skin. Oh, or bone. Alright, so what am I going there? What is this question mark? Didn't I need with this question mark? It could be anything. Shit, it's all the way up there? What?
This pigment would work well on armor.
The way she's climbing all this shit. Most of it anyway.
This place has seen better days.
Go in it. or death. Be fun.
I don't think I can get past them. Guess I should leave it for now.
What?
Some kind of device. The metal reflects the sun. To send a signal? Looks like some kind of lens. Guess I'll keep it for later. There's another watchtower on that ridge across the valley. Looks like a long climb to get up there.
Wow, viewpoints are very nice. Pretty far in this game. Console's pretty impressive.
Must be some way I can get rid of those vines. But how?
Maybe that's what you meant by I'll come back. This block path. Missing tool needed. Maybe that was that in there. Sparkles are moving. Come back to that. Ooh. Tired in the house.
Pack's full, but my stash has room.
Oh. Yay.
That must be chain scrape. Jaruf said I could get my bow upgraded in there. Might be able to tinker with my other gear, too. You look edible. Once you're cooked.
Outlander approaching. Is that the savior?
Wanna come in, Savior?
Don't drag both your ears off.
Welcome to Chainscrape, Savior.
Open up, guys. Jorv's orders.
Good enough for me.
By the forge.
Petra?
Aloy, what are you doing here? About time there was something worth looking at in this dump.
It's nice to see you, too.
And not a moment too soon. Come on. Shh. Damn brewery's the only thing I can count on in this place.
Yeah, I heard. Machines, work stoppage.
Oh, those are just the latest malfunctions. Chainscrape's always been a few tools short of a kit. And right there is the biggest tool of all.
Our land, not our problem. The bristlebacks are everybody's problem.
Roland?
You've heard of him,
Yeah.
but he's a story best told over a cold beer.
Petra. I'm just passing through. I'm headed west.
Oh,
There's an embassy at Barren Light I need to make happen, and then I keep moving.
ah, of course. Bigger gears to grind. Well, Flame Hair, good to see you. You've got to move on.
Petra.
But if you want a cold beer and a few laughs with an old friend, come find me at the brewery. Your choice.
Well, this Olvan guy sounds like trouble. Maybe Petra could use some support. But first things first, I need to find that workbench and upgrade my bow.
Are you a sight to soar?
Anyone? Make my day.
That was easy. Alright. So this one. Weapon coil. Alright. Wow. That's as good as it gets, huh? My mine's upgraded again. And I need a borrower sound shell to go to tier 3. Okay. What can I do with this one? I can upgrade that. Alright, well this is different. This is cool. I like the fact that you do this. Bristleback tusk. Oh, I have that. Oh, fuck it, it's upgraded, I guess. Okay. Oh, he's fully upgraded. Nice. Upgrade the armor. Create job? What the hell does that mean? You'd like to set this job as an active quest. I don't know what that means. Red. Banghorn antler. R2 skill details. Concentration regen. Okay. Potent medicine, provide more healing and heal you faster. Tap heal. Okay. Good, I guess. What does create job mean? Let's just see what it does. Make that as an active quest. Oh, I guess so it knows it pinpoints where I have to go for the antler, I guess. Maybe that's what that does. Pouches. Potions 3 to 5. Hunter's ammo. Oh. Resource pouch. Medicine berries. Yeah, let's do that. A little more of that shit. Bomb satchel. I guess I should do it. I don't have any bombs though, but eh, why not? Fuck it. Vulture feather. Alright, so I'm gonna have to kill some lizards and some squirrels. Coonies. Well, the coonies are gonna have to be well, they're gonna be a priority. Alright. That's kinda cool. What does that do? Medicine berry craft. I got. Oh, it's like I can't. Not enough room in your pouch, in your potion pouch. Okay. So okay, so well, 3 potions at one time. All right. Okay.
It's just free if you need to tinker with that gear of yours.
Ha, joke's on you, Hammerhead. I'm into
How
that
am I
stuff.
supposed to work with a hammer in this state?
Cool you.
Scan enemies and see if they're weak.
Till
to
Oven
acid.
blows that
Acid,
whistle, no one's working it.
and shoot acid containers, acid arrows, detonate them, trigger a large
Ah,
elemental
finally!
explosion. All right.
I'll drink you under the table. You little ones can run all day, can't you?
Tinkering with one hammer
Close
isn't
sights
gonna
when
kill
unlocked in
you.
your weapons. Close can be equipped with improved performance. Blah, blah, blah.
Leave me be.
Da, 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 da. Bolt, perk, edit coils. I don't have any. Oh, this is just stuff to sell for shards. Okay. Selling for shards, valuables to sell. Okay. Yeah, no idea what that's for.
This should be useful. Now I just need to find Erend and help him clear the bristlebacks.
Ah, there's the satchel. Alright, that's my stash. Okay. Alright. Please, which I can't. Wait, why does it say? Oh, even if you overcraft your arrows, they go into the stash too. That's okay. That's... Or a legacy spear. Oh, okay. So these are the items that I got. Armor as well.
Well, I don't have to worry about running out.
Someone said I had the best singing voice in all the doctors.
Quick firing short range bows, unlike other prototypes, they deal maximum damage even if not fully drawn. Quickly lose accuracy at long distances when you shoot elemental arrows.
How goes it, Hammerhead?
Let's see if I can go upgrade any of these before I run off. Frost Blast. Hunter Bow. Okay. Barbed wire, more shards. Alright. $23.45. Upgrade that all. Alright. So that's 20 to 2. Shock and acid. That's got shock. Acid plasma, but it's real weak. And that one's good against thunder, or fire. And range.
Never met a beer I didn't like.
What's the deal with reason why I have to? I don't know, it's different.
Couldn't finish.
Still sipping your ales, I see.
So this one does 21, 23. Alright. Alright, Bounce. See it easy, man. Alright, so 100 arrows, light arrows. Yeah, grab the bonus stuff.
Round.
Alright, so, I don't know.
Don't let Petra hear you say that, or she'll hammer your head out of your behind, friend.
Come on, anyone. Make my day.
Why are you so blurry?
We can't all... Of course you got a slap to the face.
3 months. Another. Almost full.
Yeah! Bottoms up!
To the claim! I'm telling you, I saw it. What am I gonna do?
People in this fucking place.
Fill her up!
Hey, Mildef. Mildef. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wilds. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hold.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Oven didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me. Now I've even worn out my special grill. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Ulvin discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals, not trouble.
How did you end up in Chainscrape?
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. I was in need of work. So I got myself out here and started cooking. Some of these people had never tasted proper boars and berries stew before. Anyway, next thing I knew, people kept coming back. Guess they liked my food. Or the ale.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly.
But
my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Olvin or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do. Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
what do you need?
For the ingredients, a few pieces of decent wild meat, and I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do. As for the griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in a scrounger pile, if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way. Assuming you're as much a hunter-gatherer as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Mildef. I'll keep an eye out.
So that's what gratitude sounds like.
And don't let anyone push you around, okay?
If you say so.
Already got enough meat and bitter leaf. Just need to grab a metal panel from a scrounger pile.
Alright, let's highlight that quest. Hello? Oh. Oh, looks like... Alright, got the leaf, got the meat. Just gotta go to the pile. Okay. Alright, there's a quest here. Quest over there.
One of those and that damn forge woman spits fire at me.
Hey!
Alright, so that guy makes potions, I gather.
I'll stash this away for later.
Herbalist remedies, alright. Unknown machine strike. What does that mean?
Brother! Good looking!
Whatever is inside there.
Even the savior of Meridian needs a challenge. Play some Strike.
Come for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
Ha! There's that spark. Fire and spit.
I don't remember this girl. This one first.
Fire and spit.
Or woman, whatever.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Take your pick. We got bodies to bury from the bristlebacks, the work stoppage, Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. Hey! Weapons off the table! Ah, don't listen to me. Nothing a cold brew and knocking some heads together can't fix eventually.
So the bristlebacks and the Daunt.
Thanks, sir.
Where did they come from?
That's the thing. No one rightly knows. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people. But I heard talk of some vanguards trying to take them down.
Did they come through here?
Stopped by briefly for supplies. Ulvund was none too pleased. Won't be able to crank it to his advantage once the bristlebacks are gone.
But how could Bristlebacks and the Daunt help Ulvund?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the bristlebacks came from, Ulvund has taken to blaming the Karja for him. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
And people actually believe him?
Lots of folks suffered at the hands of the Mad King during the Red Raids. Give him half a reason, they'll blame the Karja for anything.
Ah, damn Karja slavers.
One thing I've been noticing, it's a little detail thing, but Aloy's hair is very active. And when she moves her head, it always sways, moves around, back and forth. All the other characters seem to be...
I thought you'd be back in Freeheap.
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went back, but realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
So about Ulvund.
Around here, everything's about Ulvund.
How'd he end up in charge?
He got here early, like a squirrel smelling a fat nut. He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need stone and timber. So he jangled purses all over Mainspring, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn. Thing is, all the bankers back home know that this is Karja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
Well, I have to be going. Thanks for the drink, Petra. I'm glad I stopped by.
Anytime, Flamehair.
Come to revel in some strike, sister? Let me set the board.
I was just passing by.
First timer, huh? Don't worry about it. I'll go easy on you. You got any pieces?
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set, a Tanakh original straight out of the Forbidden West. Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot spark. I'll give you something special if you win at all my boards, too.
Let's see what this is. Kind of like a chess game, I guess, or something? Alright, beginner rules tutorial not completed. Alright. Okay. Set. Opponent set times 2. Board 0064 000. Alright. Start challenge. Are you ready to begin? Yeah, whatever.
All right, let's start off simple. The Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner?
Yep.
That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are, the distance they can strike from,
It's basically a card game.
and of
Chess
course,
pieces.
their health. Okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go. I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward. And remember, each machine can only move a certain distance.
Want me to move it to? Sprint. What? Can you explain sprint?
Easy enough, huh? Now, you get to move 2 machines each round, so go ahead and pick a second machine. Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn.
Charge.
We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on your right first. Now move the piece. When performing an attack, you'll be testing your machine's combat power. A machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine is standing on and its own attack power. This board only has grassland terrain, which has no effect on a machine's combat power. And your current machine has 2 points of attack power. So in total, your machine's combat power equals 2 points. Since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points of attack power. And just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference in combat power between the 2 machines is 2 points. This means your machine can do 2 points of damage to my machine. Did you get all that?
Yes.
Knew you were a smart one. Finish up by attacking my machine. Not pulling any punches, huh? Now grab that second machine of yours. See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move 1 space further. Try it out.
It wants me to move it there.
Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now, some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this. Overcharging lets you attack after a sprint, but it will damage your machine's health by 2 points. So use at your own discretion. Let's try doing that now so you can see what I mean. That's about it for your turn then. Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it. Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those and you'll deal a mighty blow. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine. Now let that machine have it. Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead and move downwards towards my remaining piece. You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But if you overcharge your machine, you can attack a second time. And by the look of your machine's health, you'd be sacrificing your piece to defeat mine. But sometimes that can be a good thing. Overcharge your machine to attack mine a second time, and I'll show you what I mean. Ain't that a thrill? Now, Because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth. Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're gonna receive your victory points before I do. Which means you can reach the coveted 7 victory points first. That's why sometimes losing a piece can be the best way to end a game in your favor. Now, you'll notice you didn't get quite up to 7 victory points this time, but you did destroy all my pieces. That means you're the winner! That wasn't so hard, was it? Just remember to always check for the best terrain to attack from. You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent like that. I know it saved my behind in a game or two.
I'll try and remember that.
Oh, before I forget, these are all my spare pieces. I want the Savior of Meridian to have them. It's a small set to be sure, but it should be enough to get you in on any strike games you find out there. You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn a game in your favor, though they'll need the right materials to craft you one. Or you might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. I know I've lost my fair share of pieces after a night of machine hunting or brew hopping. No need to thank me. Always a pleasure to help out new strike players. Now, if you feel like playing a real game, I've got plenty of other boards. I could even teach you a few more tricks if you're up for it.
Thanks. I'll think about it.
Oh, you're one step closer to mastering the game. Yeah, whatever. We'll come back to this stuff.
Don't be a stranger.
Alright. Let's just have an idea what that is.
New beer's watered down, I'm sure.
Hey! Someone's in. Not like the stuff we used to.
To the flame!
You know what we need. Ignoring me again?
3 months. You? Almost 4?
Oh, was it?
Last time I was back,
Thing that?
Need I remind me?
Oh, okay, it was the bonfire. Let's take a look at yours too. Okay. Alright, let's go over here and get this other quest.
It's my daughter's birthday.
Round.
You know what we need? A proper
You must
survey
be the
of the valley.
fastest little ones I've ever seen.
What are you flapping about? We already got maps.
Fire and spit!
Someone
You're the
said
first Nora
I
who's
had the
ever
best
spoken like
singing
I
voice
found them
in
shards
all
fair
the
and square. Oh, that's right. Just barrel through a stranger.
We are on the same
did,
side
I
here,
will.
Ulvund. The bristleback.
What do you want, Ulvund? Some kind of payment?
My dear magistrate, you think I can be bought? If you want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soldiers remove the bristlebacks and sign the concession decree. Face it, what other choice do you have?
Hi.
Savior, what auspicious timing. Might we discuss a matter of importance to the Sundom?
We might. Later.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
So, the savior herself. Walloper of Derval, gutter of youth.
Maybe.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior. Ulvund Freeholder, at your service. So, what could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy and—
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my saviorly attention.
Ah, the bristlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place. Well, best get to it, hey? And off you go.
Not so fast. You don't seem to have a high opinion of the magistrate?
Well, I refuse to play nice to some fancy-robed parchment pusher when my fellow laborers are being bullied, intimidated, and taken advantage of.
How noble of you.
Noble, ha! Born with a hammer in hand, I was. Nobody handed me anything or dropped opportunity into my lap. Everything I've achieved, I've done on my own.
And where is this hammer now?
The, burden of leadership forced me to set it aside. The Carja risk nothing, while demanding that good Osseram gamble with their lives out there. Someone had to step up and say no more.
You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Carja clean up their mess and give us the fair deal we deserve, I'm not risking Osseram lives.
Fair deal? You mean your concession decree?
It's not my decree. It's on behalf of all the good Osseram laborers of this land who do all the back-breaking work, while only the Carja reap the rewards. All we're asking for is the ability to share in this prosperity for a land worked by the people, for the people.
Right. And just how much would be your share?
Only an amount appropriate to my contributions to this community, of course.
If Chainscrape is on Carja land, shouldn't a Carja be in charge? Who appointed you?
The sensibilities of good Osseram folk, of course. You think a Carja can head this whole venture? Ah! The magistrate can barely make the trek from Barren Light without losing a few screws.
So you have no real authority then? People only follow you because you say so. Loudly.
Anyone who has followers has authority. I've been with Chainscrape from the beginning. I mean, I'm practically its founder, and its honest folk know I'm indispensable to its success.
You said you founded Chainscrape. Somehow I doubt that.
Practically founded, I said. I alone saw its potential when it was just a smattering of tents in Barren Light's shadow. I invested in the mine, convinced some friends back home to do the same, and here we are. You could say Chainscrape is what it is thanks to me.
Oh, so you're not just standing around and profiting off everyone else?
Not at all. Sure, I make a little return on my investment here and there, but my main priority, as it was from the beginning, is to look after the well-being of these honest, working Osseram.
Sure.
Where's the whistle?
Right in the middle of town, but with the threat out there, I'm not endangering innocent Osseram lives.
I'm going to clear out the bristlebacks. And when I'm done, this valley is going to get moving.
If that's what it takes. Until then, I'll keep looking after the safety of these good folk.
Just be ready to blow the whistle. Better see what that Carja magistrate wanted. I bet he's in the tavern.
Red hair is a sign of genius, you know. Exactly where I'm meant to. Look at
Look at her go! Hammer tongs!
I hope Corvin and the others are doing...
What happened to you?
That damn mine is what happened to me. It won't be the last injury if Olvin keeps shoving those tongs into those tunnels.
What mine?
Northeast of Chainscrape, where the river ends. I told Corvin we should stop when the first cave-in happened, but... Olvin probably threatened to cut off our pay. Or worse.
How about you slow down and take me through it? You mentioned you were injured in a cave-in.
Yeah, a couple days ago. That's how I hurt this blasted leg. Corvin and the others were opening a new vein while I was checking on an older one. As soon as their blast hit, tunnel I was in collapsed. Might have dodged it if I wasn't running on barely a spark of sleep. We were pushing too hard and too fast.
And you're afraid Corvin and the others might not be as lucky if it happens again.
Mm-hmm. Hit the nail right on the head.
How come Olvin's in charge? Don't these mines belong to the Carja?
Try telling Olvin that. He brought in all the backing to get them open. Might as well own them. Fire and spit. You ask him. He owns us as well.
Who's Corvind?
He's their foreman, and a damn good one. The kind that knows how to deal with management when it gets unreasonable. But Olvind, his demands go beyond unreasonable. Corvin's been doing his best to appease him. He even blamed himself for my injury when it was Olvind who ordered the extra shifts.
Sounds like a good guy.
That's why we all put up with the long hours and lousy conditions. But if the whole mine becomes unstable, I'd rather suffer Olvind's wrath than die buried in rubble.
I could check in on your crew if I'm in the area.
I would appreciate that. Thank you.
If I were anyone!
How goes it, Hammerhead? Hey! Is she drunk?
Ah, Savior! Over here! Savior, thank you for taking the time, and my condolences that you had to endure Olvind's bloviating.
I've dealt with worse. It sounds like he's really trying to put you over the barrel.
The idea that the Karja purposely let bristlebacks into the Daunt, it's completely absurd. But the louder and longer he says it, the more support he'll get for his damned concession decree.
How did the bristlebacks get into the Daunt?
No one knows for sure. The first report of them came from west of the quarry. But unless they have wings I don't know about, I don't see how they could have come over the mountains.
No other way in.
The only way I know about is Barren Light. Look, if you can get to the bottom of this, I can offer a considerable bounty in return. Help me shut Olvind up.
What is this concession decree that Olvind wants?
He wants the Sundom to designate portions of the Daunt as Oseram holdings. Only the portions, mind you, that produce any value.
Let me guess. Because he stands to profit somehow?
Exactly. With the Daunt under Oseram law, he could secure more investment for their numerous ventures.
He can't get those investments without the concession?
No. Not while there's a chance the Sundom could revoke their access. Hence, why the concession is so important to him. And why blaming the Karja for the bristlebacks, no matter how absurd, works in his favor.
How did you get stuck out here?
I asked for the posting, believe it or not. Overseeing the entire valley on behalf of the Sun King? It was an honor. Is an honor, I mean.
But your job would be a lot easier without someone like Olvind blasting hot air all the time?
Olvind's not going anywhere. He's been around longer than I have. Even fancies himself the founder of Chainscrape. Now, I'll find a way to live with him. I have to.
How does blaming the Karja for the bristlebacks help Olvind get his concession?
Look around. This may be the Sundom, but Chainscrape is all gears and rust and bad ale. Claiming that the Karja loosed the bristlebacks in order to intimidate Oseram laborers into obedience. Well, let's just say no one here has forgotten the atrocities of the mad Sun King. And with the bristlebacks bringing work in the valley to a halt, Olvind has plenty of time to pick at barely healed wounds.
And if the Oseram refuse to work, unless the concession is signed, you won't have a choice.
Correct. The reconstruction of Barren Light must continue.
You said the bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry?
Yes, according to one terrified laborer, said the ground trembled before they came charging down the hillside. He took off and ran all the way here.
Good place to start looking, then.
If you learn the truth, maybe Ulvund will stop blaming the Karja for every problem under the sun, and maybe then he'll actually focus on rebuilding Barren Light instead.
You're welcome to stay in.
Where's this thing where I gotta get the... Oh, okay.
Miss, as soon as Baron...
Not again.
All right.
Woke
up in the morning with the
naked hair. I ain't bet nothing. Only a idiot could climb up to that big tap room. Worth it!
Alright, well, let's go here first.
So, do you spare the fire? There's a fire.
No room on me. I can send it to my stash. It's a dead machine. It must be a bristleback. Maybe Errand took it down? Ground soaked with acid. Did the bristlebacks do this?
Gotta get more ammo.
be prepared. Let's do this.
So what do I need to do here? Metal shards.
Damn it!
Clear it out yet? Yeah, I don't really know what that was about, but alright, let's see what this question mark is before I leave the area. Is that all the way up? Where's that? I don't see shit.
Be careful not to let this stain my hands.
No idea. Let's keep moving. Alright, yep. A little time to try and do this one quest. And I have to probably log off.
Oh, here we go. Scroungers. Moldov said I could find a metal panel in one of their scrap piles.
Wow, that looked all weird. Hey, okay. How's it going, man?
I can keep going.
It's alright so far. I'm still relatively early into the game, so. Man, for those that enjoy the first game, it's very much like the first game, so not that that's a bad thing, but they didn't like reinvent the wheel by any means with this game. They did improve a lot of the little mild jankiness that I mentioned from the first game. So that's good to see. Let's see. Combat's harder, but they redid like how the weapons work, which makes some of the weapons, like the starting bow, for example, feel a little, regardless of what difficulty you're playing on.
Got it.
What? Oh, metal plate. Alright. Okay.
Now!
But I mean, overall, it feels very much like the first game. Like, combat's still very good.
No metal panel. Better check another scrap pile.
they got like the
Gotta
weapons,
look
the
through
way
the
the
scrap
weapons
piles
are.
for a metal
I
panel.
want to say improved. You can actually upgrade the weapons now in this game, where in the first game you couldn't do that. Weapons, you know, pretty much were what they were. So as you what you want to improve the weapons, obviously they
Sends to
do
my
more
stash.
damage, stuff like that. This has got to be the quest item here.
I think I have everything I need for Mildev. Good thing, too. I can use a decent meal.
The one good thing is, one real good thing is with the inventory, you no longer have to worry about being overburdened, where you got to keep like demolishing stuff or whatever. Now they got a stash where if you exceed your maximum of carried items, it just automatically goes to a stash that you can access once you go back to like certain towns. However, this is a little bit of an issue. They improved the climb so you can climb on more stuff, but as you can see right there, it's a little quirky where she just keeps climbing on shit when you really don't want her to. You're trying to loot the chest. So yeah, there's little goofy things I noticed here and there. But overall, I'm enjoying it. And like I said, if you like the first one, it's pretty much impossible not to like this one. I know some people have been complaining that it's too much the same as the first one, but if the first one was that good, why would you want to reinvent the wheel? You know what I mean? So it's not broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? The little things like cutscenes and stuff like that, like I mentioned, were like
Where
little.
Olive said I'd find his crew.
Were a little stiff. The characters didn't show a lot of emotion and stuff like that. So now you see them like a little more loose, or they're weaving and bobbing when they're talking. You see hand gestures and stuff like that. So it feels a little bit more, or I guess you say a little less robotic during the cutscenes. The fact they have a little bit of emotion and whatnot, you know, it just adds a little bit of, gives you a little bit more immersive feel to the conversations, which I thought was needed in the first game. Alright, so unfortunately though, I am gonna have to, every time you get on, I gotta like have to stop my stream. But I do have to get going. I gotta, unfortunately I was just asked to cook dinner tonight, so I'm gonna start doing that now. Yeah, I gotta get off to cook dinner, so I'm very uncertain if I'm gonna be back on because I'm feeling pretty tired today, so I don't know if I'm just gonna get back at it tomorrow, which I probably will do. So I'm not too far into the story, so I don't know if you've been watching other streams or whatever, but
That'll really cook their goose.
you can always check out the VODs. There's not too much significant that's been going on really right now.
3 months.
And like when you actually start seeing that stuff, I don't really know.
Almost 4.
But it's running on PS5. Haven't had any issues with that. Everything's been moving along pretty good. So.
It's my daughter's birthday again.
Outside the trailers. Alright. Oh yeah. Like I said, if I'm not back on tonight, I'll definitely have my VODs up probably before the end of the evening, so you can check them out or whenever you like or whatnot. But so here's the stash here real fast. So you just open it up. It's kind of like other games with stashes. So if you click it, you have room. You can take the items like that, and it leaves the excess just sitting in your things. You don't have room for them. It's kind of cool if you overcraft your arrows. They go into your
These
stash.
in my pack.
I thought it was kind of nifty. That wasn't in the first one.
Oi, Slag. Do I have to say it every time? Every time.
So anyway, yeah, I'll probably have a lot more to say in my next sit down with the game. Just still trying to get used to. Like, even though it's very much the same, there's still a bit to get used to. One is because I'm playing on console now.